Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you a game that I've been playing that's completely free. It's an MMORPG called Dark Age of Camelot. It's a really old game, and it's centered around PvP, and the main focus point of the game is realm versus realm versus realm. There's 3 different factions, and when you create your character, you choose a faction and you go to war with the other factions with your character. Now, this game features very large scale battles, and in the background in the video right now, me and my realm are assaulting a tower in Hibernia, I think that's how you pronounce it, territory. Each faction controls territory on the realm map, and you fight over the territory, and you get bonuses to your faction like buffs, and things are cheaper, and there's just a ton of bonuses you get, so it's pretty fun. There's siege rams, towers, trebuchets. It's pretty wild. I mean, it is kind of a clusterfuck at sometimes, but it's still pretty fun in my opinion. And the community so far has been pretty helpful. It's an old school game, so you really have to be active and ask questions if you're lost. They do have a Discord, and any questions you have you can ask in the Discord, and they'll usually get back to you in a reasonable time frame. But so far the community's been excellent. I haven't had any issues with the community. It's not toxic. Well, I mean, there's some people that are kind of elitist in the community, but that's pretty much any game that's like somewhat old. I think this game is like 20 years old. But the server I'm playing on is a free shard called Eden. It's completely free. I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check it out yourself. It's super easy to set up and install, and you're going to need Discord to log into the game, which is pretty cool. So right now we're assaulting the enemy tower, and we're killing the tower boss. And once we kill the tower boss, this tower becomes ours. It'll turn red on the map, and we get a little treasure chest at the end here. So we just killed the tower boss. Go down and get the treasure chest. There it is. Now I'm playing an armsman. It's a warrior class pretty much. It's a tank class. He uses a halberd, polearm rather, and sword and shield. The game is somewhat complicated compared to other MMOs, but that's really because of how logistically terrible it is to navigate through some of the menus and UI and whatnot. The UI I'm using right now is all custom, and you can install it straight from the Eden launcher. So it's pretty easy to set up this custom UI. I would highly recommend you do so if you decide to play the game, because in my opinion the old UI is trash and it's almost unplayable with the old UI. But yeah, there's tons of content in this game. You have player housing, you have guild housing, you have an auction house. See right here, that white outline of a building is a tower we're setting up so we can assault this keep. The map that you're fighting on also has like NPCs and stuff, and it's just packed with content. It's got raids, which I'm going to show later in the video, and it's got realm versus realm raids where you can actually go raid a dungeon, and in the middle of your dungeon you could run into another faction that's also trying to get the boss kill for that dungeon. So it's pretty cool when that happens. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of that on video because I was debating whether or not to make this video or not. But I think the game is so cool. I feel like it needs more attention. Not to say that my channel would give it more attention, but, you know, I just figured I'd share it with you guys. But there's the leveling process was pretty simple. It took me, I believe, 15 hours to get from 1 to 50 and be relatively geared to be competent in PvP. The PvP and the attack system is kind of weird in this game. It's queue based, so you queue a button, and after a certain amount of time your character performs what they call a combat style, which is basically a skill. They have side attacks for melee, back attacks, stuns. The stuns in this game are insane. They're super long. They can be up to like 20 seconds long, and they're group stuns too. As far as player expression goes, there's a lot of that to be done. You have what they call a template, which is really a build. I don't know why they call it a template in this game, but it's a build. And you make your build, and you just get all the gear and whatnot, and get all your skills, and you can customize it exactly the way you want it. I wouldn't say it's as good as other MMORPGs because the meta has been established, I feel like, because the game has been around for so long. But the devs of this server are constantly changing things, so... But people are so good at this game that they have it figured out even before the season starts. Like if you go to the Discord and you go to the class specific channels, they have builds in the pinned section that you can follow that are a baseline for where you want to start. Which is kind of where I'm at now with this character. Right now our battle group leader told us to push, and we're going to push into the enemy, and unfortunately I die here because I overextend, and I think our battle group commander didn't realize they had so many people on their side. But I just wanted to show this part of the video just to show you how, give you a small taste of what the battle or large-scale battles look like. So right there, I died. And as you can see right here, look at all those people. That's insane. Like, that's got to be at least 30, 40 people right there. And this is conservative. I've seen like hundreds of people. And it turns into a clusterfuck, and it just gets out of control. Here we're going into, this is like some small scale battle that I recorded. These guys pretty much get deleted. They're outnumbered, so... But people go out on solo roams, they go out on duo roams, 8-man roams. You don't have to, you're not restricted to only going in these Zerg like armies. If you're worried about the special effects and all the spells being spammed, there's a way you can turn it off. I kind of like it, so I left it on. And this is Camelot. This is the main town for Albion, the faction. Pretty populated. There's always something going on in chat too, whether it be raids, dungeons. And this is the raid, start of the raid. There's got to be at least maybe 100 people here. And there's more to come later in the video. It gets pretty wild. And here we are, just kind of deathballing through the raid. It's pretty fun to do. I mean, you don't really, I mean, you could pretty much just walk through the entire raid and not do anything, and things just get deleted. But that's no fun, right? You want to at least participate. And right here we're killing a boss, and you're going to see how crazy the special effects get. Now, like I said before, you can turn them off. I don't want to turn them off because I think they're cool to watch. Maybe I'll get tired of it, I don't know, but Yeah, look at all those. I mean, that's insane how many people there are. The game runs pretty good on my computer as well. I have a mid gaming rig, and it runs pretty well on my computer. I have no issues, even with this many people and all this garbage on screen. Tons of skills on the hotbar, combat styles, spells. One thing I don't like about the game is there is mounts in the game, but nobody uses them. Everyone just kind of runs around on foot. I guess you don't really need them because there's so many spells that increase your movement speed. Right here is the end boss of this dungeon, or this raid. This raid is called Krondon, by the way, for anyone wondering. So you pretty much have to kill these rings. Look like Sonic the Hedgehog rings, kind of floating together. But you kill these 4 rings in each corner of the square, and then you're able to kill the final boss. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like a little preview of what the game has to offer. Like I said before, the leveling process is pretty easy. You get to actually choose how you want to level your character. Do you want a PvP? They have battlegrounds for that. I leveled my character all through PvP. I didn't really do much questing. The questing is kind of boring, and the combat is versus the NPCs is not really engaging, so I just did battlegrounds all the way up to level 50, and I think it took me like 12 hours to get to level 50 of in-game time. I'm not in a guild yet, but I'm going to join a guild soon. I'm just trying to figure out which guild to join. The scene, I would say, is for the most part not toxic. There's been a couple incidents in general chat where people start talking about politics, but it's nothing crazy. From what I've seen so far and what I've heard about, there's not like people doxing, there's not people leaving their computers on 24/7 as cameras. There's not too much politics. Everybody has a clear goal in mind, and the goals are universal for each realm. There's not really any spying from what I've heard so far. And it's a really mature community. A lot of these guys have been playing this game for 20 years now. So it's kind of an older community, which is good in my opinion. But that's the final boss right there. He's kind of uninteresting and doesn't really do much except die. But there's also a character. You can customize how your character looks. There's transmog in the game, so if you don't like a certain piece of gear, the way it looks, you can change it. There's colors, there's banners, cloaks. I mean, there's so many things to do in this game. And right here, I think I go down to 1 health right here, and then somebody heals me, and then I die. Yeah, see, I died right there. But all the raids, of course, give you rewards in the form of currency or items, or you even get levels. What they call champion levels, which is like a paragon system, like a lesser paragon system for your character. And champion levels have... You actually have a champion level tree. So right now I'm kind of shifting through the rewards, and I just wanted to show everyone that completed the raid. Everyone's leveling up using their champion scroll to level up. So that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. I hope you check the game out. It's totally worth your time if you're into this sort of thing, the large scale battles in the medieval setting. So alright, see ya.